Okay, so you guys probably saw the title of this video and are wondering, whoa, why are you making one of these videos? Like, there's already 170,000 of these videos. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's very normal for a content creator to do this, a lot of them, and I just think that maybe I should do it because, I don't know, I could give some reasonings why this game could probably die in about 2 years. Before this video starts, I will just be wanting to clarify that any of these clips that you see are not me playing because I could never be this good. Anyway, I will give the credits at one of the top corners, but now we're gonna get into the video, I guess. So basically, why I made this video is because I've had some pretty bad experience with some toxic players in this game, and I feel like it would be pretty nice to just bring out the reasonings to just help this game grow into a wonderful and beautiful community like some other games. And I know other games tend to deal with this type of situation. Every game does. For instance, I met up with this kid and he told me about Yeeps Hide and Seek, and that's why I made that one video about and he told me that the communities in that game very bad, like very, very bad. They really aren't that bad. When I hopped in, they weren't really that bad, but he said that there was a lot of kids saying some racial slurs in a lot of servers. And yes, this does happen. It's like when they use the wrong emote, or they just keep spamming an emote, but they just keep spamming that one racial slur. So I guess that's kind of a big problem, racial slurs, but the world deals with that. So, and you might be saying, oh, every content creator talks about this, you're just stealing their video. Okay, yes, but they have a very good point, and I don't think I could word it any other way. But I will get into a story that I got into myself. So, it was with one of the friends that I met up in Gorilla Tag. I will not tell his name for the sake of his privacy, and to be honest, I don't remember what VR name or whatever he did or his name was, so, but we were playing in just a private server, and I guess we were just talking and, like, tagging each other, but he juked me and got really excited, and you would do the same thing. I'd probably do the same thing, but he just got way over the top with it and saying, like, oh, if I posted that online, it would probably got viral. And I was like, okay, yeah, that is true, and I probably would have posted it online also if I really wanted to, but that would probably make you feel, and it did to me, embarrassed and feel bad about yourself. And that is one thing that is very bad about the game when your ankles get completely destroyed. Some people just take it too seriously, and when they do, and their, words come true, and they actually post it online, then you feel bad. And first of all, that is so wrong because you did not give consent for them to post it online. So if you ever encountered that experience that you juked the living hell out of some kid and you were recording and you want to post it, and not take it out of the video, make sure to ask the person that you destroyed their ankles that you have complete consent to. Because it is completely wrong to not have complete consent. So I did want to make that clear, because that happened to me and I don't want it to happen to any of you guys. And also that kid was just not really the nicest kid, so I don't really talk to him anymore. I think the last time I talked to him was this year's fall update, so pretty long time. But I did want to say that story because it was not something that was right and something that the community has a big problem with. And another story is just and I guess I'll bring it into the second part. Mountains. I literally don't know what happened. I think it might have been maybe 2022 when mountains just started getting popular. Just like 6 months after it started getting popular. Just, I don't know what hit, but every toxic player literally went into mountains and started playing and are toxic, and it got so bad to the point where I couldn't play in mountains. Like I stayed so far away from mountains, and the reason for is because, so many toxic players, and they were like really, really bad, like saying racial slurs, telling kids to pew pew in the head, them physically doing that, and other things that would probably get me demonetized on YouTube, so I won't say them. But I don't know what happened, but it got very toxic, and it still is. It literally still is. There's no way of not experiencing something so bad and in a mountains lobby. So, I mean, some of them are nice. I've met up with some nice people, but that's another problem. Mountains is just a really toxic map for some reason, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's because the ice mechanics makes people mad, but it could be that. It literally could be that. Because I know a lot of people don't like the slippery maps. Or the slippery mechanics in the game. So that could be the issue. I don't know. But that brings me to our third thing. Just the general toxic people in the game. Just if you go into a normal default lobby now these days, there will be a lot of good, very good comp worth people playing in there, and I don't know why they're not already in comp, but usually those people are really good, and so a lot of people get angry at them for being too good, and then they're really mad at them. So when that happens, default lobbies start being the issue, and then most people probably move to mini games, and then that will probably start becoming an issue. But I don't know why you would want to play in a mini games lobby, so I just suggest staying in a default lobby. I don't know, no one has done it, but that's if you want to go, they probably only stay out of comp because of the toxicity, but I have like a thing for you. If you are really good and playing in default just because of the toxicity, I suggest moving on to comp and just dealing with the toxicity. Like, if someone's mean to you or toxic to you, just don't react. Just don't react. Just act like you don't care. And usually they'll stop bothering you because all they want is just attention. So, I mean, that's one thing that happened, or you can do. But anyways, what I was saying about the toxicity, whatever, just don't care, because they're just seeking attention, or they're just really angry. But just let them take it out, and if they take it out on you, just move to a different server. But that's like the only thing I guess you could do, unless you have fire comebacks that you can just come back with. So yeah, that's basically it for like comps and defaults, and why there's so many toxic people in default lobbies, because of the toxicity in comp, which makes sense. I mean, I would not want to go into comp and everybody being toxic. I like a nice comp lobby, but you kind of just have to deal with it, because people get really angry sometimes and lose their temper. But basically, if you do not want to hear toxic players or be near them and not get into a toxic server, this is usually what I do. I wait in a server, or I go into a server. I don't talk for like maybe a minute or two, and I hear what's going on in the server, and if it's if it's a nice server or not. If it's a nice server, I'll maybe hop into a conversation, or just like start talking about something to, befriend and be liked in the server. But if there is something toxic going on that you don't want to be a part of, don't speak. Just immediately head to Stump and, click the little option 1 button to go into a different server. It's mainly the easiest thing, and if people are just being toxic to you, just don't talk to them. That's just another easy thing. And just don't talk. Actually, just don't talk, and then go to Stump and leave. That may give them the satisfaction of them being too mean to you, but I know it will come back to them, and they will feel like a big pile of dog shit. So, I don't know. I guess it's just an easy thing to do, or easy thing to do. Well, yeah, it is an easy thing to do. Just go into a lobby, wait for a minute or two, listen to what's happening. If it's pretty calm and chill, start talking. Maybe you can brighten up the server a bit if it's not really that okay and not that fun. But yeah, just try to have fun. And that's like another thing that a lot of people struggle with this game, is not having fun. And there's like a gazillion reasons of why, but and there's one that I've struggled with. I know it's kind of a way off topic, but cosmetics. I've been struggling with, or have in Gorilla Tag. I have not been lately, but was struggling with cosmetics and thinking of a good cosmetic combo that would make people happy and want to, be and make people pleasant with your look. And usually when I see like other people's outfits and they're really simple and mine's really complex, I would always change it to that and like change my color code or something along the lines of that. But that's not something you should do. I mean, it is if you're inspired by them. Just don't completely copy their outfit, because then it makes them feel like you're copying them, and then it's like whole thing. But if you are really moved by someone's outfit, you can like go similar with it, but just don't completely copy it. That's why my cosmetics in Gorilla Tag, I know I haven't made a Gorilla Tag video in a while, but that's besides the point. It is the yellow sun hat, the face, the little face scarf, the early access badge, and just a yellow color code. And it's something really simple, and that's really all you need. You can wear that. I really don't care. If you bought the early access pack, which I know a lot of people didn't, because you would have to have been really OG, but that's besides the point. You can just do it with the blue sun hat, that's fine. You could do it with the blue color code, because I see a lot of people do that. I mean, the sun hats in the game are pretty nice, but I'm getting way off topic, so back to that topic. I guess this will conclude. We'll make this the third or fourth final thing on how to help this community of toxic people just completely stop. You can ask people how their day is going, be really nice, and just have fun. Because when you're having fun, a lot of people who are either having a rough day or just not feeling as fun will want to have fun with you, and then you'll most likely become friends, and that's how friendships start. So just do that and just have fun with the game. I know this video is something that I really wouldn't make and I didn't want to make, but after just realizing how bad the game has gotten, made me just really think that this message needs to get out, because I know it's gotten out a lot of times, but it just needs to go out more for like personal experiences, other experiences with other people. But it's just a really bad thing that the game struggles with, and why I said in basically the intro, the game could be gone in about 2 years, because no one would care for it after all the toxic players. Summer update, the first ever summer update, was the time that literally was Gorilla Tag's breaking point. If you never knew, I almost made a video, or I just scrapped it because I didn't know how to upload videos from Gorilla Tag onto YouTube. But that I don't have the video anymore. If maybe in the future I do like an old videos that I made but never post, like compilation or something, and I find that video, I will definitely post it, because it's a really funny video, because I'm just ranting on how this game is probably gonna die and like all that. But it was a really bad time, because it wasn't really player tracking. It wasn't all that. It was just toxic players. Like, you couldn't go in a server and not hear a person that was toxic. And so many people were just signing off and just leaving the game for months because of that time period. And the game went from maybe 40 to 100,000 players down to 20 to the original Christmas update. If you saw Jamin's video of that, he had it had 20,000 players, and that was the highest the game ever got. And the game rised up in like the later updates, getting to like 100 to 200,000 people in the game. But I think the lowest it ever got in that update, or the lowest it could have got in like newer updates, was probably that time period. I think maybe 20k to like 10k people were playing. I mean, I don't really remember, but I would expect that because so many people were leaving the game because of these other people. And that's just something that I don't ever want to happen to this game again, and I don't think anyone else wants that to happen to this game, because that it was not a good time. It was just a horrible time, and no one wanted that to happen, but it did, and no one knew what to do because there really was nothing to do. Like, no one would listen to hey, stop being toxic. Like, I know you still can say that and people won't listen, but like, it was really, really bad. Like, really bad. You could probably find videos still of that tragic time period, but it was just one of the worst things to ever happen, I think. 'Cause that was like the time period when mods were like real big, and then mix that with toxic players was not good, because people would cheat and saying that they weren't cheating, and then they'd gaslight them into saying that they shouldn't report them because they weren't cheating, and then other toxic players and like people like that would back them up, or would say like, don't report him because he's modding and like stuff like that, even if he was cheating, and used the like tag all instant mod. But it was just a really bad time period. But that is the last thing for this video, because if I really wanted to, or if this video got to, because it probably could go for an hour of me talking about how bad this game can get and how it could die in about 2 years, because it already almost did. Like, it almost had no players in the game at one point, or like really close to having no players in the game, like that time period I just talked about. So that's something that it isn't really the best thing you want. So yeah, but I'm just gonna end this video right here. Thank you for watching. If you want to, you can like and subscribe. I do have a TikTok. I will pop that up right on the screen. If you want to go check it out, you don't have to. I posted one video, and it's about a Yeeps hide and seek game mode. So go check it out if you want to. Anyways, that's it. See you in the next one. Bye bye.